All this week, we've been going beyond the name, telling the stories of those we lost on 9/11. But tonight, a name that is not inscribed in Lower Manhattan, Michael Dorian. You won't find him at the memorial because, like thousands of first responders and survivors, he died years after the attacks from cancer connected to Ground Zero. He was there because he was a hero, a volunteer who rushed to help, and he has a connection to News 4 that we'll never forget.
That's one of my favorites. I keep that on my mantle. It's just Michael and hiking. I just love his smile in that bottom one.
For anyone who knew Michael Dorian, he was the very picture of joy.
That's Michael in Amsterdam. That's a hiking trail near us.
For his partner, Aaron Moralchik, he was everything.
That smile is the epitome of Michael, if you ask me. I feel like I can just jump into the photos and be there with Michael. They're all happy memories.
Memories of Michael also cherished here at News 4.
You see the debris? You can see it all.
We met him in 2018 in a somewhat unusual way.
This is the scrubs with the boots.
He was a volunteer who rushed to help on September 11th and later developed skin cancer linked to 9/11. Doctors said he was dying. But you're defying that.
Yeah, because by their clock, I have 6 months left.
Yeah. His attitude even more incredible because Dorian was fighting to prove he was at Ground Zero so he could get money for medical bills from the Victim Compensation Fund.
What an incredible outpouring of volunteerism has come forward over the past 24 hours.
We found the proof he needed, buried in a drawer in 30 Rock. An interview he did with News 4 on September 12th, 2001.
The things that they're finding is unfortunately no one alive.
I can just focus now on my health and enjoying the time that I have left and making the most out of that.
And for Michael, that meant living life to the fullest as best he could, which is why he was thrilled that his story not only helped others, but won an Emmy, which News 4 gave to him.
A doctor walked in and was like, "What is that? What do you think it is?" It's my Emmy.
The attention only furthering his mission to help others.
And I'm thinking that this is my moment to continue my first responder work.
He was constantly thinking about other people. It was hard for him to think about himself. He was wired differently.
Despite regular hospital visits, Michael continued working as a volunteer auxiliary officer for the NYPD. And he used every opportunity to encourage people who'd been at Ground Zero to sign up for the Victim Compensation Fund.
He just kind of talked about it like it was just something he had to do. It was something that he just felt, I think in that moment, like that he was being called to it.
This is New York City.
Michael's voice amplified most recently by none other than Spike Lee.
On the morning of September 11th.
In November, with his health fading, Michael told his story for Spike's HBO documentary.
I got my medical covered, I got my treatments done, and they covered a lot of my experimental stuff. And the doctors at the time gave me 6 months. And now here we are, going on 5 years.
Privately, though, Michael knew his time was running out, and so did Aaron.
I think all of 2020, we knew that was going to be our last year. The last spring, the last summer. If we made it to Thanksgiving or Christmas, we knew those were going to be our last holidays. But Michael fought until the end. He didn't want to be back in the hospital. He wanted to be home. That was our goal, for him to be home. And so we got him home.
18 days after talking to Spike Lee, Michael passed away peacefully, surrounded by friends and family. The NYPD breaking the news on Twitter. Today, we lost a hero from 9/11. Thank you for your service, Michael. You will be missed, but never forgotten.
Michael's legacy is every person he touched. Every person he brought something better out of them. Anybody who knows him and remembers that has learned something from Michael and carries something about Michael. His mind was always set, what can I do for other people? And rarely himself. He was the exact person that you would imagine who would run down the 9/11. That was Michael.